Okay, now in this lesson, what we're going to do is just to clean up a few details from the last lesson. Is I kind of ran out of time, so this should be a nice short one. So if you go to your template, and if you F12 and run your template, you notice that none of the links work anymore. So if I click on hours, it doesn't go to the hours website. It still stays in the main template design. If you don't believe me, go back to Dreamweaver and open up any web page to say Eats. Okay, hit F12 to run it. Okay, and if you try to go from Eats to Where Contact, okay, you can see up here it doesn't do that. So we need to fix those links. But you do notice that from the Eats web page, the contacts are working, or sorry, the rollovers are working, and that's because what we did is we changed we got the rollovers working in the template file, and all of these web pages are based on the template file, and so therefore when we save the template file, it automatically updated everything for us. All right, so you can imagine if we had to get that rollover effect working on every single 6 times on every single page, that's 36 times that we have to do that. This is too much work. Try multiplying that by a few thousand pages, and really how monotonous would that be? Okay, so to get these links working, what do? Do we get it working on the Eats page? Well, we can't, because as you see here, we don't even have an option to edit any of these links here. So we have to do it in the main template page. All right. So what I want to show you is another common mistake that a lot of people make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the Eats HTML page up and loaded, and the main page here. So what I'm going to do in hours, I'm also going to show you a couple different ways of doing it, and this is one of the main reasons for people using Dreamweaver is I mean this tool is a productivity tool, and for someone who does this for a living, the faster they can work, the more productive they are, the more money they make. As simple as that. There's a lot of people out there who are hardcore, coders, and they really, their criticism is that it's too easy to do it. That there's a lot of value in actually hand coding this kind of stuff and writing it out by hand instead of using a tool like Dreamweaver to do it quickly and easily. And I definitely see their point, and to be honest, I'm kind of I'm kind of one of them, but this is just too good of a tool to ignore. All right, anyways, let's get to it. So the first method I'm going to show you is in Design View. Okay, click on Hours, and if you want to make that link, simply in this link bar here. All right, now actually let me go to Split View so we can see what's going on here. So in Split View, what I want you to do is I want you to keep an eye right here. Okay, I want you to keep an eye on that, and from in Hours, all right, so keep an eye right there. So right here, I'm going to link it to the Hours web page. You watching? All right. Okay, it's kind of hard to see because it moved it for me, but you see here that when I linked it like this and pointed over, Dreamweaver automatically added this coding in for me. Okay. Now watch this. An alternate way of doing it is from the code view. What I could do here is, now you see in this next image here, okay, in Brew, okay, if I move over, okay, this is the link in Brew. You can see that it links to basically nothing. So instead of going from Design View Brew and linking it like this to Brew, what I can do is I could also do the same thing in Code View. All right, I could in here. All right, how do I know this is Brew? Well, because here I can see that this is the image Brew. Okay, the button Brew, and I know this because I was very careful in naming my slices. So this is the button Brew slice. So this must be the button, the Brew link. And in here, what I'm going to do is I could just delete this mark here, and I could start to type in my link. That's kind of the you're risking making typing errors here. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the quotation marks and everything between the quotation marks, and watch this. I'm going to hit an open quotation mark, and you see Dreamweaver automatically offers me to browse. So I'm going to click on browse here, and then I'm going to go to pages, and I'm going to click on brew. Click on brew there. So you see that it did it automatically for me. So let's do the next one. So the next one is, so in this line here, line number 70, okay, if you scroll over, okay, I can see that this is my Eats button. So this link here, okay, this link here needs to point to my Eats webpage. So what I could do is I could delete the quotes and everything between the quotes, and then open quote, browse, Eats, just like that. All right. Now I'm just going to use the easy way of doing it from here on in. I'm going to go from book to book. I'm going to go from where, use this one here, link to where, and contact. You know what the heck, I'm just going to do this the hard way. I'm going to delete these three things, open quote, browse to where, and I have all my links. Okay, now because I modified the template and all my pages are based on the template, when I save it, it's going to update my templates, and here's where a lot of people kind of mess up. So you save your templates, you close it, all right, and then you hit F12, and then everything works. Okay, so when you go to hours, it goes to the hours, brew goes to brew, book goes to book, okay, where goes to where. But when you hit Eats, now it goes to the Eats web page, but from the Eats web page, okay, now I'm on the Eats web page. If I go to book, where, and contact, it doesn't work anymore. Well, what happened? Here's what happened, and like I said, very common mistake. What happened was I updated my template, but I had my Eats web page open on my desktop. So you can see here that when I saved the template, it updated the rest of these pages, and it also updated the Eats page, because I can see the little asterisks here telling me that it's been updated, but I didn't save it yet. And because I didn't save it, okay, the Eats web page, okay, all the links are still not working. All right, so if I were to Control S, save it, okay, and go back to my website, hit F5, okay, so I'm on the same page here, but you can see that I can go from Eats to, the Eats web page now works. So I go to Eats to where and whatnot. Okay, so a very common mistake in Dreamweaver. Anyways, so here we're getting to use more and more of the Dreamweaver tool to do our development, and you can see here, I guess. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth, working from design view to code view, and now I'm starting to work in split view. Okay, so that's it.